this last one leads back to the movies, The Last Warrior, The Last Knight, The Last Forest, and The Dragon Keeper. Even my Torrance bus thingy says The Last Halo. And I'm not ever doing this on purpose. These are things that people chose for me or that I just happened to put on. But essentially, the stories within all of them kind of reflect exactly what's going on with me. The Last Warrior being the elite, and what does it end with? Some evil devil dude who gains control of something that he shouldn't have gotten, something very precious, to the beast before they overrun everything. The Last Night, I didn't even watch that one, but The Last Forest, Magi reminded me heavily of what happens if you let sin overcome AI. It's about a forest being cut down, and when the forest is cut down, the evil spirit within the actual tree moves into the machine that's tearing down the forest and convinces the people in the actual machine to do more tearing down and essentially destroy everything. And of course, what happens at the end, it ends up becoming a giant evil skeleton, but Magi, I think is the name of the fairy, ends up stopping it with a bunch of her friends. But when you think about it, that dude looks a lot like Donald Trump when he almost killed her with a knife. And on top of it, the story itself, Magi, reminds me of the story I told much earlier about a dream I had and a fairy that was being held behind a door and sleeping, and somebody or some entity was holding it back and just accepting the money, la la la. You screw back and watch it. But essentially, so these all play key factors, and for me, magic is more like Holy Spirit. And when watching it, there's a lot that I learn, and I'm always looking for signs, but not too much, because the Bible told me not to look for signs or to think of the seasons, and that a true relationship, a true religion is a faithful relationship with God, and not having any want for any type of possession or anything else except for God, no matter what. Which is still a little bit hard to circulate, but that's a little bit about that. And just to refer to it real quick, lots of TV shows and anime and stuff like that I watch, they all kind of say messages, and I do hear them, and I never try to force it, but it comes through.